Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Well, I haven't been working for a couple days. I've been uploading videos, but they were already a couple days old. And yeah, so I have not checked the GitHub for a couple days. So I suspect things have accumulated. Okay, we didn't have any new commits, last week. So we probably want to start merging some things. Let me see what is currently approved. Yeah. Review approved. Let's see. Okay, this one is approved. And this one is, they are all no retail. Yeah. This one here as well. This looks good, he says. Validate the task and the target. Now generates a task when the build scaffold is destroyed. Well, maybe you could also add this comment in the worker AI update, because it's the same code here, right? Yeah. Let me add a comment here. This comment can also be replicated in the worker AI update.cpp. Oops. Okay. Undetected mines can now be approached when using a disarm weapon. Undetected mines can now be approached when using a disarm weapon. Undetected mines. Let's see. Let's make this large. Huh? Oh. Oh. Well, that's interesting. So you cannot disarm them when they were not detected yet. Oh. I didn't even know that. So that's a bit of a map hack even, right? If you think about it. Well, not map hack, but it's a bit of an exploit that you can figure out if there are mines by sending the worker, and if it doesn't start moving to disarm, you know that there are mines, right? So that's weird. Yeah. This change allows undetected mines to be approached when using a disarm weapon. In the retail game, a worker or dozer refuses to perform a mine disarming command if there are undetected mines at the targeted location. This is because there is no logic in this state entered when a weapon is out of range to accommodate the special case mine disarming behavior, and the state returns a fail if the target is stealthed and undetected, irrespective of the initial command's success. After. Let's see the after. So he walks. Man, the compression of the video. you see the compression artifacts behind the worker when he walks. Here, see his trail. Okay, now he moves there. Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, cool. Well, that works. Then let's put a thumbs up here. Let's take a look at the change, if that makes sense. If retake compatible CSC, if object is stealthed, can no longer approach. Otherwise, is targeting mine if weapon and weapon damage time is damage. Disarm and victim is kind of mine. If not, is targeting mine. State failure. If object is stealthed, can no longer approach unless we're targeting a mine. No longer. Okay. Can no longer approach. Okay. Yeah, so I think it looks fine. I'll just say here can remove excess parentheses. And attack approach target state, update internal. So victim is stealthed and is not detected. Victim is stealthed and not detected. I wonder. Let's take a look at the code. Can't find. Oh. Hmm. Two 594 25. This one. No? 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 Which one is it? It's not disguised. Not disguised. Pursue targets. Object stealth. Can no longer approach. So, this is generals. Okay. Let's see. This is 0 hour. Okay, the 0 hour has the disguise thingy here and generals does not. Okay. There's a discrepancy. Okay, so the victim is stealthed, is not detected, and is not disguised. Then it's failed. Stealthed and not detected and not disguised. Can no longer approach. Object is stealthed. Attack approach target state. Let me ask a question here. The same condition also exists in. Does that need a similar treatment? Oh, well, this is attack approach. Hold on. Yeah, this one is the one he touched, so it's the other one. This one. Pursue. This one. Let me edit that here. This guy. The same condition also exists in here. Does that need similar treatment? So the question. Oh, he also checks for booby trap. Oh. That's why he has this outer parenthesis here. Okay, well then let me remove this comment here. That's why he has it there. Okay. Is targeting mine booby trap or demo trap? But attack. So I find it a bit strange that it needs such a specific condition, right? Targeting mine. Attack pursuit target state. And then it checks for the stealth statuses. If object is stealth, can no longer pursue. AI attack pursuit target state. Targeting mine. Not targeting mine. Disarm. I wonder, does it if the damage type is this, do we even need to test for the target type, for the target kind of? We assume that all targets that all targets that can be disarmed can be pursued, can be attacked, can be approached, can be assume that all targets can be approached if they can be disarmed. Yeah, so my assumption is that it would be enough to just test for this here. So that's the because like why would it have damage disarm? And then why would we skip one of these? Like, why would it be legal to no longer go disarming for one of these kinds? So I would assume that no matter what kind of it is, the worker can go disarm, no matter what that target is. Unless, of course, there is some special case that I'm not aware of right now, but if we can keep it simple, then I think that would be great, because it adds like extra complexity, right, for this test here. And then it needs to be maintained. If a new kind of is added, then this needs to be maintained, right? And then I wonder, So originally it would fall in here and it would fail to pursue. Okay, so it wouldn't go into attack pursue target. Now it would skip ahead over this. Okay. Okay, that seems fine, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I guess these are the two questions I have right now here. Let me put that here into a code format. All object kinds can be approached if they can be disarmed. Good. Submit comment. Oh, by the way, there was one more thing. Here. I should just move the EA comment up like so. If object itself can no longer approach, super hackers add bug fix. Except when attempting to disarm stealthed mine-like objects. If object is stealth, can no longer approach, except except when disarming stealthed mine-like objects. Yeah, something like that. So like keep the EA comment and then add our own comments behind with the bug fix. Something like that. Good. So what about this one here? Okay. Okay. Simplify volume related code in Audio Manager and Miles Audio Manager. How about we finalize that now? Let me see that. Does it even need finalization? Let me see. No, I think we can merge this right away. It's in core. Accommodates device, switch, positioner, objects, drawbar, dead. So drawbar, okay. Const audio type, sound type, sound type. Check if audio type is on. Zero audio volume is not a fair condition because music, speech, and sound still need to be in flight in case the user raises the volume on runtime after the audio was already triggered. Get this allows speech. AT streaming. It's the same as this, right? Let's see. Sound type. Event to add. Sound. Event to add. Event to add. Oh, okay. Get disallow speech. Streaming, sound effect. Okay. Yeah, looks correct to me. Yeah, I think this is all correct. Okay. Refactor audio, simplify volume rated code in Audio Manager and Miles Audio Manager. Okay. Audio gen minor. Refactor 0 hour performance. Yeah, it's not really affecting performance. Not really. It's more like a refactor. Yeah. Simplify volume rated code. Okay, we can merge this. Confirm squash and merge. Do we have a recording running, by the way? Yes, we do. Okay, hopefully I'm not talking too quiet. I have the tendency to do that. Yeah. Good. Confirm squash and merge. There we go. Okay, cool. Delete branch. Done. Good. So we have a commit. Good. So we just did a review on this guy. This one is also almost done. Prevent manually ejecting rappelling units during combat drops. Did we already look at that? Okay, I didn't look at that yet. Works as described, tested, is used correctly. Normal build does not mismatch. The code looks good. Move this to breaks retake compatibility. Status breaks retake compatibility. Okay, let's take a look. Let me actually first read the description because I didn't understand it yet. This change prevents rappelling units from being manually ejected during combat drops. Before, clicking a passenger's icon in the command bar during a combat drop will eject that unit in the air. Oh. Yeah, okay. I see that. Let's take a look at that again. Yeah. Looks wrong. After, save REPL. Save REPL. Very safe. It's very secure. Okay, very good. So it looks visually, it looks very good. Now, let's see. Should this be added after confirming door is available? If I understand correctly, when a door is not available, the status will never get cleared. The loop only clears units in the tracking list. So the unit could get stuck with the flag. The door cannot be reserved unless get AI free to exit returns true. If you follow the chain, you will find reserved door for exit. Is specific rider free to exit? Get AI free to exit. It really only needs the status to be set directly before and to be cleared directly after. Reserve door for exit, yeah. Is specific rider free, yeah. Get AI free to exit, okay. Needs the status to be set directly before and to be cleared directly after, but I felt it was not as intuitive. Perhaps it is better to do it this way to reduce complexity and the likelihood of unforeseen consequences. Repeller set status using ability, reserve door for exit, clear status. It's unexpected that the door is unavailable when rappelling is indicated by repeller is not free to exit. So, Chino combat drop states. Let me see. Get AI free to exit is dependent on the status. This one is also weird down here. Here he already dereferenced Repeller, and here he tests it again. That makes no sense. Yeah. Let me take a look at this flag here. So. Oh boy. The door cannot be reserved unless get AI free to exit returns true. Get AI free to exit. Object status is using ability. Object status is using ability. Oh. update. Get AI free to exit. Is dependent on this status. Where? Huh? I don't understand. I'm not seeing it. It sets the status. Okay, fair enough. It's dependent on the status. Get AI free to exit. It's dependent on the status. Okay. Yeah, I'm not quite sure yet how this exactly works. This comment doesn't really help much explaining. There's another code here. I missed that. Okay. Hold on. He also changed this. Okay. Aha. I missed that. But it's down here. I see. So flight status equals that. Exeter is kind of can repair. Flight status has landed. He removed that. Okay, if Chinook has landed, then free to exit. Okay, and then he also checks. If not, his status, object status is using ability. Exeter. I see. Okay. Free to exit. Flight status. Chinook doing combat drop is kind of can repel. I see. So previously it checked if the Chinook is landed or if it is doing a combat drop. Free to X. Wait to exit. If not, test status. Is using ability. Set status. So I see. So this is a bit like this is a bit like a hack. So he has to clear this flag and then set it again. It seems dirty. Where does it set it originally? Special ability update, I guess there. So this combat drop state here. General combat drop state. Reserve door for exits. It seems like a hack because it's really. So this one is calling exit interface. Exit. Reserve door for exit. Reserve. Oh, that's wrong. Window. Here. Reserve door for exit. Exit interface is exit interface. Exit interface. Okay, so it's this guy here, and then. It's probably transport contain or something like that, right? Yeah. Who knows? One of these contains. This one is calling this, which is get AI free to exit. Okay, I see. Yeah. Object status is using ability. If not is using ability. If not. Wait to exit. If not is using ability. This code here seems to make the code a bit spaghetti, a bit convoluted. The comment above tries to help understand, but it would be great if the code was the code here seems to make the logic convoluted. The comment above tries to help understand, but it would be great if the code was self-explanatory. If I understand correctly, this transient status is set to make pass for for this one call. Ideally, it would not be necessary to modify the repeller objects to pass the exit test. How would we solve that? Yeah, so if we are not using ability, then wait to exit. So if we are using ability, then we are free to exit. Not using ability, wait to exit. Yeah. This function here, wait to exit, get AI free to exit, not free to exit, wait to exit. I suspect this means the repeller guy is now busy. Is currently busy repelling. If not, test status. Doing combat drop. Wait to exit. Okay, makes sense, yeah. So it will postpone the exiting. So I suspect it means so I suspect this means if combat drop is in progress, then this guy will wait until combat drop is done, and then we'll finish, and then we'll continue to exit. Combat drop is complete, and then we'll continue to exit. Yeah, so that's about the assumption I have right now. So if we get down here, there's a combat drop in progress because this one here, this check, yeah. And but what about this guy? Can repel. Maybe write this as That's probably fine. Yeah, that's probably fine. Yeah, so I don't know how we could solve this, but it's a bit sad that we have to set this flag and then we have to remove this flag again just so that this one function is passing. It makes the logic more complicated, and maybe there's a way to write this in simpler ways. Let me rephrase this. This logic flow is difficult to follow. This logic flow is difficult to follow. Yeah. Reserve door for exits. It's using, so it sets the status. It's using ability. Status. Can repel. Maybe I read it wrong. So this means we're doing a comma drop. Oof. Object status 24, 45. Object is in the process of preparing or firing a special ability. Potential repeller. Okay, I may rephrase this. It reads, it looks like object status ability is repurposed to set a state that makes this function pass. Makes pass in the call below. Repurposed to set a state that makes this function pass in the call below. It is a bit confusing because this state is described as also the duration. but because the state is described as that, and the duration, the duration of the flag, of the status flag, does not match the entire repelling duration. Perhaps we should add a new flag. Is there maybe already some way to identify that the guy is repelling? Hold on. So, repeller, objects, exit door, exit, repeller AI repel into, repeller IDs. Aha, okay, so they are pushed in there. Okay, so there's some record here of the repeller guys. Yeah. IT, what is this? It's part of the rope info. Okay, so the ropes know about the repellers. I see. Repeller AI. Repeller AI. Set desired speed. Repel speed. AI repel into. Let me see what this is doing. Repel into AI do command. Repel into. Repel into. This one is calling private repel into, which is setting a goal. Set state. AI repel into. State machine. Yeah, maybe just repels to set a state that makes pass in the core below. It is a bit confusing because the state is described as does not match the entire repel. Perhaps we should add a new flag for a new status flag for the entire duration of the repelling, or inside this function. One side, can we perhaps instead test for state AI status? Let's see. CPP. I assume this AI status is active for the entire duration of the wrapper. Yeah, so maybe it's not necessary to set a new status. Instead, just test for this AI status. So get the AI update interface for the repeller guy, get its state machine, and then check the states. And if this state is set, then we know the guy is currently rappelling. Yeah. So maybe that would be, because then we wouldn't need this here, right? Then it only would need to test the AI state here. Yeah. Yeah. That's my thinking here. It looks like you repurposed There we go. Let me also clarify that this is just a portion of it. Good. Then I will submit that. Okay. Good. Then let me go back to the author Baptista here, this network refactor, which hopefully we can finalize. We probably also want to merge this guy here. I removed some of the debugging lines. There's one potential optional part that makes it so only one of the build jobs tries to save to the cache. Maybe optional, but I think it avoids the errors when all 6 jobs try to write at the same time. Oh boy. Okay, so removed a bunch of code here. That's nice. And then it added a bunch of codes. Oh, good. Yeah. Okay, I have no idea what's going on here. Set the variables in the GitHub environment. Why were these comments removed here? Any reasons why these comments were removed? Two comments were removed. Any reason? Okay, I have no idea what's going on here. Hmm. 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 Yeah. I have no idea what's going on here. It's probably all AI generated stuff. Um, yeah, I have no idea. Who knows? Who knows? Hmm. Mhm. It's also weird here. Like, which condition takes precedence now? This or this and? No one knows. Oh boy. Okay, so I don't understand it. Um, mm, it has built everything successful, so I guess that's good. Yeah. Um, hit an empty cache. Default temp directory. Yeah, I'm surprised that this is so complicated. Like, why does this stuff here need to be so complicated? What is this? I don't understand. There's so much stuff here. And what is all this? I don't know. Hmm. This looks like a refactor here for the most part. Yeah. I do not understand why stuff looks so, but I do not know better. Okay, so there's that, and then, so where is this? Let me go to draft false, right? Draft false, and minus label no retail. Good, so I'm down to 19, and there we are interested in this guy here. Good, so what were the latest comments here? Files changed, so. Okay. Okay. Process. Fill buffer with wrapper commands. Okay, so what does it look like now? Okay. So we have some constants here, get back the byte count, which is a new pure virtual function, consts, virtual function here, okay, blah, blah, okay, this looks good, yes, 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 okay, all this looks good. And here you added 2 new messages, okay, fine. Okay, this seems good. Protected, okay. Here he added these guys, that's fine. That's also fine. Net command message. This one is now const, okay. Pack byte count, message len, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I think we looked at that already. Return size off, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. This one looks good. Yep. Huh. Minus. That's weird. Why is there a minus? How? Okay, let me grab an update of this guy. Let me just grab an update of all of these. Good. Okay, fantastic. Then I will pull this. Then let me compile this again. And then let me take a look at this guy here. Yeah, why is there a minus? Net packet progress message. Command ID field is being subtracted. Command ID field. This one. Maybe that's because there's a bug. Could that be? I think he added some fields somewhere, so maybe that's why. Let me go to commits. Oh boy. Oh boy. Remove non-refactor changes. Okay. Okay. Fix net packet game command struct field order to match wire format. Net packets egg command. Okay. That's weird that he touched this now again. Packet egg commands. Net packet egg commands. Okay, but why did it work before? I'm surprised by that. So this one is 8 bytes. 8 bytes. Yeah. 8 bytes. Ooh. So before it was player ID fields. Player ID, this one. Data field header, yeah. A short, yeah. And then the bytes, yeah. But it didn't contain this guy, the command type. But here it does. Then how did it work before? I tested all but the following. So before he tested with this and this was correct, then he touched it here and it's still correct. How is that possible? That I don't understand. So previously he put the size for just this without this, and then it was working. And then he included this one and it's still working. How is that possible? This I don't understand. Can we see the original size then? Let's go to main. Let's go to Perl. Let's go to this guy. Yeah, message. Where do we get the size? Oof. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know. Net packets. There's room for message. Okay, so I can't remember where this code is for giving us the size of the message. Here. There. There we go. Here, egg both. There we go. They are all the same. There we go. So this should be 8. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so this is correct. Okay, cool. What is this? Size of, okay. Okay. Well, then how was this correct before? um, hmm. Frame recent. Well, let's hope that this is all correct then. Let me go back to the branch. Picked this one here. Yeah. Let's compile it again. Okay, so it's quite a complicated change. I'm surprised that there were so many tweaks necessary. See that? Like the initial change was AI generated, and you see how many revisions we needed to fix it. And it's still not clear if this is all correct. This is a problem with AI generated code. It's just full of errors. And you need like all this human intervention to figure out all this junk that goes into it. And it's still not clear to me if there still is junk left over, because it's quite a complex change, right? So like I could probably look a couple more weeks and there could be more. And the problem is that this is really critical code. Like if there's an error, then there will be trouble. So this better not be wrong here, yeah? Oh man. Okay, let's take a look at these size offs here. Size of text length byte, okay. Texts and player mask. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Net packet disconnect. So this one, let me ask here, why is the commands ID field deducted? Original game bug. That's so net wrapper, data links, okay, whatever. Get links plus one. Data length, size of data length plus data length, size of data length plus what the hell is that? Net file command. Size of data length plus data length. Get length. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. File ID. Okay. Yeah, I really hope that there are no errors in this shit. Yeah, let's hope that this is correct. Yeah. Oh, here we can see the previous ones. Maybe we should go through all of them manually and verify it. Oh man, this will be so much work. Oh. Well. That's fine. Argument type. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Static cast. Yeah. Okay, all these static casts are good. It's all safe. And some comment edits here. Okay, so this is fine. And yeah, removing all this nightmare code here. I really just hope that all the orders and all the bytes, for now, all the byte sizes just need to be correct. The order doesn't even need to match right now. I think that will be critical in a follow-up change, right? So there will be a follow-up or multiple follow-up changes to this. But for now, ideally, this doesn't break any network message. The problem here is that the serialization of these network messages is all handcrafted, and it's really easy to make mistakes here. Yeah, you just need to have a wrong order or wrong size of something, and everything falls apart. So it's really brittle. Yeah, tough. Yeah. Okay, so I hope that this is correct, and then yeah, he added the new pack structs into a new file. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we can only hope that these things have the correct size. Yeah. Type, relay, player ID, command ID, run ahead, frame rate, D, data header, T plus type, data header, D plus D, C plus D plus. All these comments appear to not mention the data header after D. Why? Yeah, this is wrong. So wrong. This is strange because here it says T plus type. It's this. R plus relay. F plus frame. P plus player ID. C plus command ID. And then it says D. Maybe in the data header, let me take a look in there. Maybe there's just the number FIA. Okay, I see. That's why. Okay, so inside this guy, it only has this D, nothing else. I see. Okay, well that's interesting. Okay, I see. Okay. Data header D. Well, why does it have a data header if it has no data? What is this? Variable white chart text plus int player mask. But here it says text length. Oh. Let me see that. That packet. Here. That struct, that packet command head. Why is this not used? What is this? Are these not supposed to be used? Chat. So the chat. Let me see. Chat is... Where's the chat? Is it here? Search for chat. Here. Netpacket chat command. Netpacket chat command header. Command header. Command header. Type. Relay player ID. Relay. Command ID. Let me copy this into a notepad. Yeah, like this. Let's put them next to each other. So, command type. There's no relay. But then what is this thing for? These structs represent the fixed portion of packets with variable data. Fixed portion of variable length command messages. Fixed portion. The fixed portion. Header. I don't understand right now how this works. What is this header used for? I'm confused. I'm confused by the by this plus this. How do they relate to each other? Yeah, I'm confused right now. Why do we have two structs for chat commands? What is the purpose of that? Let me search for this guy here. So this one is unused. The header is unused. What about this guy? This one is also unused. This one is not unused. This one is used. This one is also used. So these two here, both this and this are unused. What is the greater plan going forward? Yeah, right now I don't understand what's going on here. Like there needs to be some explanation. unused. That needs some explanation. Like, why do we have this guy? Why is it currently unused? And if that's as designed, then how do we use it later? And then why do we still need the other one? So, yeah, I'm confused by this one and this. Are these the only two, or are there more? So this one was used, yeah. I guess these guys I also used, yeah. Oh shit. I have written over this guy. This one is used. This one is also not used. Command. So this field is the same. Relay, player ID. Okay, so the same exists here. The same mystery exists for this plus this. And there's more. There are more of these. Okay. So let me see command header. How many do we have of these? We have, okay, we have multiple of these. There are five of them. There are 5 of them. All of them are unused. Let me double check that though. This one is unused. Unused. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Maybe we already talked about this here in this review, but this review has been dragging for so long with so many comments that maybe I've forgotten it. So complicated. I'm telling you, this AI generated code is so hard to decipher. It's like layer of obfuscation over obfuscation. I really very much prefer doing it by human hands. It's so much more reliable than AI generated code. Like, there's just so many mistakes in this bullshit. AI is just like, AI would just generate something to satisfy the prompt, but it will not necessarily do it the right way, and that's a problem. It seems satisfactory on the surface when it generates code because it just generates it really fast and it just looks like code, right? But then you look closely and you're left wondering, what the hell is that bullshit? Yeah. Good. So yeah, I have now a couple questions here again. Well, 2 questions only. Oh, we never get this thing done. We never get this done, yeah. It just keeps on going and going and going. Yeah, this is so weird. Minus size. Didn't I put a comment there for this one? I thought I put a comment. Hold on. Maybe I put that here. Let's see. Yeah, I put this progress message. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, this change definitely goes into the right direction, and it seems close, but there's always something left that makes me wonder what is going on here. I also don't know if all the orders here are correct. It's really hard to like decipher this, but I think the order will play a role once this is also used for actually writing these data chunks. Yeah. For the messages. Right now they are only used for determining the size, so only the sum needs to be correct. But like if the order is wrong, we will see it in a later change, I guess. Yeah, then it would have bugs. Yeah, but it's not a problem right now. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I can only hope that that the errors will be at the minimum. I really wonder if we already talked about this stuff here, the header stuff. Maybe it was even something that I had suggested. These structs represent the fixed portion of packets with variable data. Fixed portion. But it's unused. I don't understand. Command header. Command header. So here, so file command. So they are very similar, but not quite the same, right? So you see here, command type is the same, relay is the same, play ID, but then you have these two are swapped. That's it. Otherwise, they are the same. Why? That makes no sense. To me, it looks like that these were left over. It looks to me like that the AI has generated these in excess of these. Let me write that. Could it be that the AI has generated the header, the command header structs in excess of the command structs? They do not match contents. Something is strange. Yeah, I suspect that this comes from the AI generation. And then you type in, hey, generate me this, generate me that. And then it just starts generating this bullshit with twice the same commands, but different contents. And you're left figuring, like, what the hell is going on here? It's absolute bullshit. This is why I hate this AI generation shit, because it just does something and then the human has to figure out what the hell is going on there with this shit. Yeah, what is this? Why? The AI is so stupid. But yeah, but maybe it was just prompted this way that, you know, it said like, hey, I have this, generate me a header for this, and then it maybe just generated duplicates. I don't know. It's really hard to tell here how this AI did this work here. But yeah, this something is fishy here. But yeah, it's so I understand that we want to have this header, and there's some variable data behind, right? So we only take the header struct, and then we append the variable data behind that, which is like the file name, right? Which is variable length, and data variable length, right? But we don't need two of these, right? So one of these is superfluous. Yeah. Something is wrong there. Commands header terminology is fine to clarify that this is part of a variable data length packet. Yeah. Good. Yeah, I think this needs more looking over. Yeah, it's easy to make mistakes here. Yeah, but it looks like it's close. Yeah, it just needs some more polishing here, and hopefully not too much more reviewing. Good. I will submit this review, and let's see what comes out of that. Yeah. Good. Okay, but this one was resolved, so that's good. Okay. Good. Then I will leave that as is. Good. Good. Add Linux support. Oh boy, it's probably it's docs. Fixing factory. There's not much changes that came here, so that's good. I didn't miss much here. This one is open. Okay, what's the time now? Oh, we're already 2 hours in. With just reviewing. Okay, I think was there a comment on this? No. Good. I will take a break here. And then next session I will continue with fixed camera, I think. Fixed camera 2, yeah. This one here. So I have to rebase this on main. Rebase on main. Yeah, hopefully that goes without errors. Rebase. Okay. And stash pop. Okay, excellent. Good, then we can build that again, and then next session we continue with that. By the way, there was, I think, in some previous session I also worked on, I looked into the heat haze problem again, right? The microwave tank heat haze. Where I thought that maybe I've fixed it for good, but El Tio Rata wrote that the issue still happened after my latest fix attempt, so that's not good. So that fix is also still left to discover. Yeah, good. Yeah, but I will continue with camera next. I think there are 2 more things or so to do that we know of. Yeah. Yeah. And then once we have the camera all working nicely, well, there's still also open question what is left to do for World Builder. That I have not checked yet. Yeah. And then once everything is working nicely, then we need to detangle all the individual changes and start making pull requests for these, which will probably take a while to finalize, yeah, and detangle. Yeah. Especially the camera changes that I did, because I just all smashed them into one change. And so it's probably just an outrageously huge, complex change that we need to untangle. Yeah. Yeah. Good. I will take a break here. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.